Intro, take two.
Hi, you guys. Ginger Cook here. John and I are traveling. This is a premiere. So if you were watching us, hopefully we'll be somewhere where we can join the live chat. I think it's Norway, and this will depend on how high up we are toward the Arctic Circle. And so we may or may not be able to join you. But I wanted to leave you with a painting today that was made Monday so special. The girl who painted rainbows. This really requires some luminous colors. Holbein, you can get a whole 6-pack of luminous colors that would probably last you for just most of any of the paintings you do where you need really bright colors. And you can see where we've added a few of those. Also cadmium orange, a very light green. You can mix these light greens, and we tell you, but you have the colors that's kind of bright. I painted this over a 9x12 canvas that was blue. If I was going to do it again, I would paint the rainbow white area. I would make sure I had this white first, and which I didn't, but I would suggest you do that. The traceable for her is in our on our website, paintingwithginger.com. If you just become an orange member, that gives you access to all our traceables. It's just you pay by the month, and anything we did from basically from when COVID started on, you have access to all those traceables from YouTube. So it's a great value, and also it's a nice way of saying that you appreciate what we do, because we certainly appreciate you. I hope that you have fun with this, and the girl who painted rainbows. John, do you have the poem that we did with this?
Yeah, a little thing to leave you with.
Yeah, let's do that, and thank our mods for coming too.
Thanks, Mike, for coming too. There once was a little girl so fair, in a field of wildflowers without a care. With brush and with paint, she created a quaint rainbow that brightened the sky with its glare.
There you go. That's your rainbow poem to go with your rainbow painting, 9x12. Have fun with this, and be sure to subscribe and give us a like to the channel and share this video, because I think this is one there where a lot of you are going to want to paint.
Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the show. On to the show now. Sammy, cue it up.
Okay, so we have got, you guys, a 9x12 canvas.
An adorable one.
And we've got just a girl drawn on in the rainbow, so I know where they go, because the sky and everything. And remember, this painting is about a little girl painting the background. It's not about a realistic background. It's about if this kid painted it. Okay? So this is sort of in her imagination, how she's painting the world, and we're just showing that, all right? So we're going to start behind the rainbow here, and we've got all the colors out on our palette. I've used this in we got white and phthalo blue and phthalo green and ultramarine blue and purple and a little magenta, luminous rose, cad red medium. We've got a cadmium orange. We've got a cadmium orange luminous. We've got some cad yellow light, some cad yellow medium, some yellow oxide, which is pretty much this is called a light green from Holbein. Got a light green color, very bright. So this is what we're really going for the gusto here on this, and it's probably a little bit more advanced painting than I normally do on YouTube, but I was it's a premiere. I was in the mood to paint it, so you guys
you benefit.
So you get it, right? So I ran out. I've done all my stuff in the academy for the year. I painted everything, and I still wanted to paint this, so you get it, okay? So, all right, we're going to start with some white paint, and a tiny bit of the purple color, and come on up here in the corner like that. And we're going to just say that there's a little bit of ultramarine blue and white and purple. We're going to come up there and say, this is our purple corner here, like that. And now I'm going to take some more white paint, and I'm going to suggest that there's some clouds in here like that. Just puffy clouds, barely touch it. There you go. There's my puffy clouds. There you go. Don't want to get too clever. Just that, okay? And then
Just clever enough.
Just clever enough. And then we want to make sure we have our paper towel next to our canvas. We've been doing that recently, and that I wipe all the time, and I think some of you don't realize that that's what you're supposed to do. So we're going to wipe this off and then take a little bit of the zinc white over here and just touch this corner up here like that with some clouds. There you go. Like that, all right? So there's our clouds, and then we're going to take the same brush and come under our rainbow and do a little bit of this kind of light, not quite white sky. And come down here like that. Say under the rainbow, here's our sky here, like that. This is what we got. Okay? So this is a painting that's going to require some layers, but one thing we could do right now is we could, as long as we're in that white paint, why don't we paint her shirt white, because we know we don't want to lose her in that, so we know her shirt's going to be white. And our brush is a little dirty, so it's going to be slightly off-white. All right. Then here's her sleeve, like that. All right, and we've got some blue shorts underneath her like that, so it's kind of be covered up, but here there's some blue shorts. And so what do I know for sure? I know if I wipe this paint off, I got some purple here. I know that behind her I want some purple, something pretty dark right here. And right over here on this side of the little gate here, I want this dark purple. Okay. I always like to look and see where else do I have a dark color, because I'll take a little magenta here and say I've got a little magenta color here coming into that as I go down into our flowers down here, which are going to be different colors, but I know I want some dark down in here, kind of like that. So that's probably where I want my darkest colors. And then I'll just come up here with some white paint and just kind of wipe off the brush. Then take a little white, not rinsing anything, taking a little white and just coming up here like this and creating some flowers. Remember, she's painting them. So this is her idea, see? We're going to say here's some flowers, right, like that she's painted. Maybe some light blue in here, a little white. See, and it'll just change as we come on down like that. Okay. And I'm going to take a little bit of phthalo green and white. And I want to come right next to her shirt like this. A little bit more phthalo green. It's a little darker than I wanted. Lighter, rather. Want this to be too much white. Kind of come under here like that around her shirt and arm. So I know that I want that blue. Like that. So sometimes you can just sort of put a person in, is kind of what I'm doing. Kind of coming up around here with a little green. And so I'm trying to save my person here. Does that make sense? So I don't lose her. All right, so we're saying that around here, there we go. So we've got her kind of buried in this grassy stuff right here. Well, there she is. And I know it's hard to tell right now because it's hard to tell anything. But that's all right, because I know that
it's just a bit.
We can just this is just the start. I'll take a little bit of white and this color right here. We kind of lost her leg. Do you see that? We totally lost her leg. So let's just wipe that off. Bring her leg back. This was what I was afraid of. What happened? We would because she's not very big. We would lose that. So let's bring this out here like that and put her knee. Okay, and I'm just going to say here's her arm too, as long as we're doing that. And we'll just come up here like that. So we haven't lost her. Then we'll take a little yellow oxide and just say there's the top of her head and hair like that. So this isn't how she's going to end up looking. We we just kind of putting an underpainting in on her. So that's her. Okay. And as long as we're doing that, let's take some white paint and a little bit of light yellow and come on up here like that and suggest that there's some nice little foliage and like this. Okay. Maybe some light green up in here. Going like this. A little bit more blue-green. There you go. I'm just going to suggest this like that. Then some darker greens. Okay, some more of the blue-green colors in here. Our rainbow. So we come around like this. And like that. And let's see, kind of wipe the brush off. Let's see, I want a little bit of just blue. So here's a little bit of blue right up in here. Kind of white and phthalo blue. All right. I'm going to come up here like this above her hand. More white paint and just kind of change the landscape. All right, this is just our first layer. Doesn't have to be anything, but all right, so that's kind of her little window of color. Make sense? And again, we've sort of lost her arm here, but again, we haven't dried anything, so we can
Well, even if it's dried, you can bring it back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back, but I'll just make sure I have it in there. Let's just dry that and just, tell you what, let's just dry that and put her in first. We're going to do something radical. Let's put her in first, all right? We're going to do that first so y'all don't panic, okay? All right. We'll take a little bit of burnt sienna. We don't have any of that out. Could put some right here. And we need a small brush to do her because she's very small, so we're not going to take a big brush to paint her in. So here's some burnt sienna, and I'm going to say that I want her to have brown hair first. Okay. I'm just going to come over her back like this, come right up to the edge of her shirt. Then I'm going to take some of this light yellow. Okay, just come up to the top here like that. And say that I want just to be just a little bit of this light yellow like that. And just on the outside here over here like that. Now what's going to happen is that we've got some little colors in her hair like this. We're barely touching it. We haven't dried it. So we may have to dry it, but we'll just see what we can do without drying it. So you got to wipe your brush off like that, see? I need something kind of darker brown than that, so just, there you go. Some of this is going to be a little bit darker brown right there. Bring that all the way down. Okay. Now we've got more colors in her hair, but that's a good start, yeah? So now let's take white and just cadmium orange and white. And let's just do her arm. Let's just paint her arm in here. Make sure you make the curve for the elbow where it goes into her sleeve. And then here's her hand up here like this. We're not going to say too much about her hand, just that it's here. Okay, a lot of details. All right, and I haven't done any of the highlights or anything like that. We're just saying that this is her arm. This is her hand. And now we're going to take some white paint, which, I had paint on the brush and we want to, that was a different color and I need white, so I had to wipe the paint off. And I'm going to say, here's her white shirt. See, and then here's where her back is. See, now keep getting white paint like this. We're going to come in here like this and just say, here's her white shirt like this. And it's going to have some colors in it, but this is our first basic painting of this. And we want to bring her sleeve down like that. Okay. And I think I want some white, like a light highlight on her skin. We're just going to come up here like that and lighten up her skin. Now, I haven't dried this yet, and if it doesn't lighten, I would have to dry it to get that to happen. But I think we're going to be okay. All right. And let's bring her arm in just a little bit closer in here like that. And I'm just going to say there's a little line right there where her shirt is. Okay. Now I think she might have some brown shorts on. We'll just add some brown shorts here. That'll make sense. Okay. I think dark right there. Let's see, we got some dark in her hair. Now when we come back, we can just don't know why we're not getting the light color we want here, but let's just try this again. All right, so there she is. Now we could take a little bit of light pink and say there's like a little kind of a little bit of color in her shirt like this, and a little bit of light blue. Kind of a very kind of, we want to come under here like this with her coat, her sleeves. So you're going to do something down here like that. Okay. Then we can take some light yellow. I think this is dry enough where we can say that that's her. We want something a little bit lighter up on her hair. So maybe yellow and white. Cad yellow, light, and white maybe would be the top of her hair.
For those of you that may be joining us, this is on a 9x12 canvas.
All right, so we'll put some ribbons in later, but that's pretty good right there. Make sure we're up high enough on the sleeve. A little bit of yellow here on this shirt. Okay. So we're going to say that's our kid. Just like a little bit of white and yeah, want something a little bit lighter right here. Okay. So I think what I want to do with this arm right here is to make sure it's curved out a little bit, like that. There you go. All right. So there's our child. Let's build the world around her. You ready?
You want to try her first or anything, or are you comfortable?
Well, I guess we could try. I guess we want to do.
If you're happy with her, I'd probably do a save as you like to say.
John's always right. Never hurts to. Never hurts to do a save as, right? Does it?
Sometimes we have a paint splotch that just shows up.
Yeah, something could happen and we lose our kid. Oh goodness, we don't want to lose our kid. And besides, I need to change something real quick before we dry it. This line's going up, it needs to go down like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Excellent.
So now we're going to dry her.
Discover a world of vibrant colors and captivating designs with Ginger Cook's exclusive range of merchandise. At gingersartandgiftshop.com, we bring you a fantastic assortment of unique and stylish items showcasing Ginger's masterful artwork. From everyday essentials like t-shirts and mugs to fashionable accessories like purses and even engaging puzzles, there's something for everyone in our eclectic collection. Our t-shirts are not just your regular tees, they are wearable art. Made from high-quality soft fabric and available in a variety of sizes and colors, they are perfect for making a statement while staying comfortable. Each design is inspired by Ginger Cook's vibrant and enchanting art, so you'll be the talk of the town when you flaunt one of our extraordinary shirts. Looking to kickstart your day with a burst of creativity and energy? Our exclusive Ginger Cook art mugs are just the ticket. Sip your favorite beverage from a beautifully designed mug, each featuring one of Ginger's stunning masterpieces. The vivid colors and intricate details on each mug make them a delightful addition to your morning routine or a perfect gift for the art enthusiast in your life. Why not elevate your style with our collection of exquisite purses adorned with Ginger Cook's artwork? These purses are the perfect fusion of fashion and fine art, making them a must-have accessory for any wardrobe. From casual outings to formal events, our purses will surely make you stand out in the crowd with their striking colors and captivating designs. And for those who enjoy a good challenge, our Ginger Cook art puzzles are a perfect choice. Dive into a world of color and creativity as you piece together each stunning work of art. These puzzles are not only entertaining, but also a fantastic way to appreciate the intricate details of Ginger's artwork. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to gingersartandgiftshop.com and explore our fabulous range of products featuring Ginger Cook's breathtaking art. With our fun and friendly shopping experience, you're sure to find something that captures your imagination and brings joy to your life. Don't miss out on these one-of-a-kind offerings and join the Ginger Cook art craze today.
Told you it wasn't going to be all that tricky, right?
Well, not so far.
And let's take a little bit of let's take a yellow flower here. Let's take some white and orange. There we go. Let's just do a yellow flower there. Okay, and I'm going to take some bright red here. A little bit of cad red. I'm going to come up here like that and say that I'm telling you, this is the house of colors. Okay, a little bit of pink.
Well, it's her little world she's painted.
That's right, and just all. These are some of these Holbein luminous colors we want to have. And then as we paint around her, you'll see we'll have more colors. So like for instance, this, I love it. I've got all the colors. Like for instance, this post, right, like this. It's just all the colors. It's just, yeah, it's just great. I guess we'll just pick a color to start with, right? And we're saying here's some blues, like that. Just wipe the brush off, and maybe we'll do maybe some orange post right here, like that. And then maybe we'll do a pink, white, and now we're going to layer on that. And as we add more colors to the painting, we'll add it to this post. But now here's her post. Okay. And we're going to come back with the purple, because now we know where it has to be darker, right next to her and around her head.
Gives you the contrast. Lights and darks.
Yeah, see that? We definitely want that purple there. And I want a little bit of purple around her knee right here. maybe kind of up in this area before we get into the rest of our flowers, okay? So I know that's kind of a backwards way to paint things, but I feel like that it'll make sense to you. So we got some sort of like an olive green color. We're going to come up here like that and paint this in here like that, little tiny brush strokes. And maybe some dark blue down over here. Yeah, some ultramarine blue. Just paint this in here like that. Then what would happen if you got some lighter colors? There you go, see what I just did? So I haven't said much, but remember, she's painting the world, we're not. She's painting the world around her.
So are we supposed to think as a little girl?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're thinking about her, and she's got some, we've got a little bit of dark blue up here, overhead. And let's see, how about some real light blue? Right in here like that. Some very nice light green. There's just almost a white green up in here. Remember, we started to paint that and kind of lost a little bit of that. That's going to come over here to our post like that. And let's see, white and yellow, light yellow. We have some of that. All right, just at this point, because we're going into really bright light yellow, I have to have a clean brush. We come up there like that, and I say I want some light yellow up here like that. Maybe some bright yellow here. Yes and yes. Okay, remember, it's this kid's fantasy, right? Maybe got a little of that color here on my post. And I've got all right, you can kind of see where we're going with this, right?
I think I can.
And so we could change brushes now, and let's put in our first rainbow, which is going to be white and luminous rose. And we're going to come right up here like this. There's our first one, and it kind of ends with a little bit darker red over on this side. We'll just add a little bit more color to that. There you go. Some of that color right here on our post. Maybe some light luminous rose color somewhere too, here, like that. Just know you can't have enough colors, all right, like that.
Not when you're a little girl.
Yeah, no, you just can't have enough of it, right? I'm going to come under here with a little bit of blue, right like that. Yeah, I want to dry that. I know it sounds funny, but I want to go into blues here, and I want to dry this pink. Make sense?
Well, I don't think that's a bad idea.
A little bit more blue out. All right, so let's see. We've got some white and ultramarine blue. And that goes above this right here. That goes above this rainbow right here, above the pink. using an angle brush here, just a silver 1/2 inch angle. Okay, then we're going to go a little bit lighter, and a little bit lighter blue with that. We're going to come above that and come, so you don't have to dry it. I want to make sure I've mixed that correctly. There's our light blue. We could put some more white in it. A couple of places. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not just have to be all one color. Remember, it's this kid painting it, right? Let's bring it back here like that. Just sort of the edge of the canvas now. Just bring this on down. Okay. Now, keep rocking my rags. Get it. All right, so then the next color we're going to do, let's see, we're going to come up here with a little bit of green on part of our, we've got a little bit of blue here, and then I've got pink, blue, and then part of this is green right here because she's fooling around. Kind of a bright little green color right in here like that. Because it's not all going to be the same, and then I'm going to go right into my yellow, come above here like that, paint yellow. And that's just cad yellow medium on pretty thick. Not painting it over white or anything. I think I want some green there. Yeah, some green, and I think I'll go back to my blues. Nope, not enough white with it. Remember, you're just going to play with these colors a little bit. They don't have to be perfect. Let's dry something so I can repair these colors. So let's see, I'm just kind of putting out some more blues. All right, that's turquoise blue from Holbein. You can use phthalo blue and ultramarine blue would be fine for any of this. Okay. All right, so I need to come up here like this, paint over that yellow, kind of repair that. Here's some ultramarine blue, and I'm going to paint over this. Need some white with it. Going to paint over that green part right there. And I think I need to just change because these colors, what we're trying to do is make it look like a kid painted it, so we're going to add some, where's our bright green here? We're going to add some bright green right here that just disappears into blue. Okay. And maybe some light color. There we go. So I don't want you to get too stressed out about the rainbows. Just they just kind of melt from one color to the next, all right? And then this This pretty yellow goes into the light cad yellow light.
You remember, a kid's painting this. So they don't have the colors exactly in the right order and mixed the right way.
Then here's the orange that's coming above that. Now you're painting orange over blue, so if you really wanted this brighter, you'd have to paint this whole rainbow whiter, but I didn't want to do that. So now we've got white paint and kind of red now. We're going into reds. And some of that red's going to be brighter as we get over to this side. And maybe a little darker orange as we get over here, like that. And let's come down. I want to come down over here with the orange to just pretty much the end of the canvas. The same thing here with the yellow. And maybe some green, blue color. And let's get a little bit of white and purple, kind of a light purple magenta color like this. Come up this way. Suggest there might be just the beginnings of purple creeping up here. All right, now that's our rainbow.
And quite a rainbow it is.
That's, it's pretty kind of fun and bright, right? Need some little bits of light color in here like that. Because again, we don't need it too perfect. And we're going to dry that really well because the rest of the painting goes on around that. Okay. So really rinsing our brush off. All right, let's see where we're at. Now I can see from my white paint that it's gotten kind of contaminated, so I'm just going to scrape it off up here like that. Off my palette. Either I can get a new palette. I think I can just scrape off the paint here and put some new white out, which is what has to happen. A lot of light colors in this. So we're going to reload the palette. And we also want to add some more of that light green color. This is this Holbein green light. The Salvador colors would be very nice in this because you've got so many of them. Be a great paint set to use for this.
Yeah, it would be.
This is this cadmium light green. You can make that with phthalo blue, yellow, tiny bit of phthalo green, and white. All right, so we're going to say that the sky needs a bit more here, up here under our rainbow, so now we've got it. I'm going to just add a bit more of the sky. And maybe come up here a little bit with the clouds. Say we've got some lighter clouds up here like this. Right, and then I want some white and a little bit of marigold color. I'm going to come up here and say that there's some marigold color up here like that with a tiny bit of cadmium orange. Okay. And then I want some light green color, kind of a blue-green color with white. I'll mix that up like up there, and I'm going to say that up here like this, we don't know, this kid painted it.
She's just having fun.
Just painted all that like that. Okay. And then we have some purples that are coming down like this. Ooh, that's pretty. And some kind of light blues. That's not light blue. Let's try it again. I'm just saying that these are some interesting
What do you got on your brush with that green?
yeah, just a little bit of green, a darker color up here like that. Maybe a little bit of purple and white. You've got to move very quickly when you're painting this. This is, see, I'm doing this like that. We're just not saying anything happened on this side because kid painted it. Okay, maybe a little bit, something a little bit lighter over here. So some zinc white in the sky might be good. We want this a little bit lighter, okay, around our clouds. And we had some of this kind of gold color up here too. Kind of coming down over our rainbow. Going, really? Yeah, really. This is how the kid painted it, I promise you. This is what she decided to do. Okay.
It's
Now,
time for you to be loose.
yeah, so we're going to take the light green and the blue, and we're going to come here like this. We're going to say on our rainbow that there's a bush coming down from the sky like this. This side of our rainbow. And it's darker this way, a little bit of darker kind of blue-green blue color. Yeah, yes and yes. Now I'm going to dry that and put the lighter colors on it. Okay, so what I want to say happened is that there was a branch that came this way, like that, came that way, and we want some lighter green colors. Remember, nothing is ever just one color. It's always, this is almost a Van Gogh style painting.
A little bit.
It has a little bit of that feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Loose and free. Just as a kid should be.
From that, this way like that, and down over our rainbow. And we're just saying that there's our tree. Coming down like that. And we're going to say there's some lighter greens up here. Just to use that light green. It's very easy to do. A little bit of yellow with it. Going to say that there's some lighter green colors right here like that. And maybe a bit of a little light green on this post. Could do some dark purple right next to the post like that. Okay, see kind of how we're sort of filling this in. All right, and then she's got some green, she's got some sort of grade green plants coming down from here, like that, underneath this part of the rainbow. Okay. So this kid's got herself just her own little world that she's painting. And it can be your little world too, right? It doesn't have to be my world. It can be your world. And I want to make sure this is light enough right up in here. There's a little hill here. A little mountain in the background. Like that. A little bit of water. And let's see, I need to go back up here to the sky and add this tree up here a little better. Gotta say there's some light yellow. Okay. It doesn't have to make a lot of sense. It just, we're having, just.
It's a whimsical piece.
Whimsical, absolutely. So we're going to go back into the pink and punch up some pink. I'm going to punch up some reds. Okay, it's important to have some bright colors with this. All right. Okay, so now the trick is we're going to just add little bits of color here and there and just create this little world for her. We'll just kind of finish up this with let's say that there's some darker trees there and then pull something down like this. Again, it doesn't have to make a lot of sense. Just it's all fantasy. Okay. Now I'm going to use a smaller brush. One where I can use small little, say one like this, where I can just add little dots of paint. So I'm going to come up here like this under where the yellow is. And add some bushes, light greens and dark greens. I'll put a little bit of blue and yellow together and make a pretty nice deep green. Lighter and darker colors of green. Put a little bit of dark blue with it. So you want to watch your values. Let's say that all this is kind of dark. I want a little shape like this. I want to come in here like this with the dark. Then I'm going to have some light. So we'll just come in here like that. Figure out where your shapes are. Don't just go willy-nilly. Decide, all right, there's a shape like that that needs to happen. And you can paint wet on wet if you need to, or not. But you know that this is going to be darker. Okay? So I'm just kind of starting now from the top down. And I know I want some dark blue in here, and it'll mix with the green. Come back this way.
I see people are asking, what brush is that you're using?
This is a really cool little brush. This is called a black silver 1/4 inch Dynasty.
Kind of like a little round, smushy one.
Yeah. All right. Now, let's see. We said that there was something coming down here, like that, right? I want to bring a little bit of this green up here on the top of the rainbow. Make sure that we kind of pull some colors up in here like that. All right. Now, something very bright right there. Sometimes you just got to go punch in some bright colors. And I
Punch it up.
want some light blue color in here. And I think I want some lighter. Just never quite got that light green the way I want it. Let's just bring that light green down in here like a little bit more on our landscape like that. Let's bring that in there like that. There's some light green. You got to watch your lights and darks on this. Okay. Now I'm going to dry that. And do we have some art we can show people of what they might be expecting on our academy right now?
Well, why don't you get drying and we'll take a look.
Okay. What do you think?
Discover the vibrant world of artistry at the Academy of Fine Art and Acrylic Painting, located at paintingwithginger.com, a leading online platform that not only transforms aspiring artists into creative virtuosos, but also provides the flexibility to learn at your own pace. Our expertly curated video tutorials cater to both amateur and seasoned artists, offering an immersive experience in the realm of acrylic painting. As we continue to evolve and accommodate diverse learning preferences, we are thrilled to announce that our online acrylic painting video tutorials are now available as single lesson purchases. Dive into our extensive library of high-quality video tutorials featuring in-depth lessons on techniques, color mixing, composition, and more. With each single lesson purchase, you unlock the freedom to choose the topics that pique your interest or fit your learning goals. Whether you're looking to hone a specific skill or explore a new style, the Academy of Fine Art and Acrylic Painting has you covered. Watch the lessons online or download them for offline viewing, providing the convenience and flexibility to learn anytime, anywhere. Embrace the opportunity to develop your artistic prowess with our single lesson video tutorials, tailored to suit your individual needs. Join the Academy of Fine Art and Acrylic Painting today, and indulge in a creative journey that knows no bounds. Unleash your inner artist and let the colors of your imagination come to life at paintingwithginger.com.
Let's show the. Do you have any clear plastic? Because I think I've got the arm wrong on her. I think I have to shorten it. Do you have that? Just a little piece of clear plastic? I can look. I think I've got it too long.
Okay, before we go back, you're gonna just use the hair dryer, gonna turn on so I can find the spot.
What? Yeah. You didn't need a whole big piece, just a little piece.
Because I got one sheet left.
Okay, did you order some more? Because we're going to want it for our trip. Uh,
Okay, true. The kids on the beach, are the jazz players being released,
yeah, let's show that.
and then the flower garden, the Italian flower garden, the other kids on the beach, and then the other flower shop.
Okay.
That's Jazz Diane Jackson.
Well, I really got this off. Okay, so I can fix that.
We're doing the zombie birthday cake.
That's in Halloween, but I guess we could release it sooner if you wanted.
No, don't need to do that. Oh, I know. He's over with me. He's bound over to me.
Okay, I got that slightly off the arm. Yeah, and I'll fix it. Pretty big. So that's all right. I'll just
You know what to do?
yeah, I'm just gotta bring it.
Didn't look that bad.
Well, let's see. Let me show you. Where's the thing? So if this is the like that, it needs to be.
Oh, all right. So you just need to come over and cut that off and just put it over here. Is what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's more. We had her too stiff. Okay. All right, we're ready to go back.
Just a second. I'm gonna just draw where I'm gonna change it.
No, I can sit here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we have some cool paintings coming up in the academy. Just John brought me over some that I wanted to show you. This was one of these are being released this month. This is our jazz player. He's going to back that up. This is for our purple members in the academy. Those, for 2023, we were focusing on portraits and putting people in landscapes, and
In other situations.
in other situations. Putting people in your paintings is basically what it is, whether it's a portrait or anything else. So that's another one where it kind of goes with our girl with all the colors, doesn't it? It's the same idea.
Same idea.
You know, our jazz player, and then if you like, for instance, I thought people might like to. Let me just show you. Do a painting like this, and then I'm going to do another girl with a rainbow. And I thought it might be fun for kids' room, and also if you have anybody that might enjoy that, and this, I think that would be cute in a kid's room, or I'd hang
put
it in
that
my
in my
house.
room. Wait a
We
minute.
don't need the kids, but I'm just saying they're sort of
Kid
fun.
Watson.
And here's a pirate kitty that'll be released. And then if you're into flower gardens, you can see how we've got some beautiful, beautiful flower gardens. In fact, we have a whole series of flower gardens in our academy. Just Michigan House, the gazebos, all these beautiful flower gardens. This is our newest collection to go with that. I think you're going to enjoy painting those. So that's what's coming up, you guys. And
So look for those if they're not out already.
yeah, and as I was looking at this, I realized that I got somehow, because this is small, I'm going to blame that on that. I got the
I'll back
the
you up on
arm
that.
slightly off, so I'm going to bring it up here. You got a little bit too low. The hand is needed to be up here like that, and then I need to just trim off the arm here.
Yeah, too much of a right angle.
Yeah, just too much of the right angle on the hand, and so. Whoops, that brush is too big. I can't do anything with that brush. It's like, have you ever had that hair day where you do something? Okay, let's see if I can make this brush work. Here we go. We're going to say the hand's right there, because you're not really seeing much of a hand. I did it so you wouldn't have to see. And then the elbow does, and then goes into her arm like that. So anyway, I wanted to change that, and then change the white shirt underneath it like that. And then we've got some white, and I'm going to come in here with the white shirt like this and make this a little whiter, because it just certainly could be that, right? So there we go. Bring that down like so. Just say there's our hand up there, and then I wanted to bring the just bring it in a little more so she's leaning like that. There you go. So just her position was just slightly off, but you know what? It's all fixable, and that's what we wanted to do. Let's just do that. So I want something a little bit lighter around her head on the top anyway. Just that. Okay, so we're going to come up here with these light yellow colors and start dotting in little plants. This is a ProArc Series 651 soft blender, but there's very nice for little dots when you're making little dots of shapes. Some people have trouble doing the little dots, and we want to put those. We want to start adding the colors to our canvas. Maybe some orange up here. Gonna start adding the colors. So you've got cadmium orange, which is, as you can see, I'm out of that paint now. Color. I need to put more out. Oh, let's see, that must be in the bucket still. Cadmium, we have cad red light, cadmium red, cad red light. We need cadmium orange. You're going to be rummaging around in the bucket. Got a little bit of that left. Okay. So here we just go straight out of the tube. Just drop a bit on.
Now, what do we got here? What color?
Cadmium orange. Okay. Might put a little bit back on this rainbow too. Just pop up the color since we didn't paint it white first. Okay. So so we've got some of that color a little bit in here like that around her. We're going to go with more of these light yellow greens in here. And let's put a little bit of green with that. So, when you're painting greens, you can paint the dark colors first, and then you paint the light over it. So I might come in here like that and just do that too. Just starting to take shape now. It's getting kind of fun, you guys, isn't it? You've got to admit, this is getting fun.
This is a process on this one.
That is. It took a little longer. How long have we been painting on this, John?
Oh, only an hour.
Only an hour? I thought
Yeah.
for sure this would be so long, and you guys would be so tired of this by the time we got around to doing it.
From what I'm seeing, the fans are still hanging in there.
Everybody's still hanging in there with me? Okay.
They're mesmerized.
A little bit. You got to, just like putting in a puzzle piece and you're making the puzzles. So you got to see, well, what comes next? Is there's the kind of the light green and the light colors. And it's all about layers. You must have got so sick of us saying that. We've got some.
Well, if nothing else, it's a very colorful piece.
Oh, was it?
I'm telling you, it's got every color in the rainbow. Oh, I get it.
Well,
Who came up with that one?
I don't know, John, but it must have been some clever person. Let's come back down here in the corner. Let's put some blues. Let's just come down here like that with lots of different colors of blues. Nothing. There you go. Just make little brush strokes like this. Then we'll do a few little greens down like this. Let's see. How about some turquoise blues? Yeah, I mean, how do you figure something like this? I mean, it's just when you're painting this, just keep in mind that if you're going to go over layers of color and you're going to do orange or something over green, it's going to go muddy quick if you don't dry. So we'll do a couple more of these little swaths of color and then consider, drying a little bit. Little tiny, vary the size of your brush strokes, okay? Absolutely, you want to do that. And then I have to ask myself what I can do if I take a little burgundy color here, a little magenta, kind of come down in here like that. There are more colors in this than you would think. Just say a little bit of purple, kind of a light purple. Yes and yes. Just, I don't know. I don't know. For me, this is fun, right? So let's come on up here with some light purple.
It's a nice little whimsical piece. A chance for you to be free.
Yeah, because you don't have to make it exactly like mine. Just don't get your colors muddy. Just think about that. You don't want the muddy colors. If you can do about anything you want as long as you keep your colors from getting too muddy. So some of that's using a clean brush. Let's go for some cadmium red. Get some bright red going here. Remember, red's one of those colors you can do several layers to and brighten it up. but red over green is going to be brown if you don't dry. So we've got some, that's where the trickiness comes in. So let's see, I want a little bit of pink here, and she's got a little row of pink ribbon stripies going here because she's painting it, and she just wants something pink. How about some light pink on the post? How about some light orange on the post? Some of that light orange color in here. That's still kind of wet, so can we do anything? Can you see how it's all sort of coming together?
I do. That's a fun little piece. I'd have that hanging in my kid's room.
Yep, absolutely. I think this is just, we've got like Kim Carr's just got some grandkids. Luann just got some twins. We got people, a lot of
People
our
having
Academy
people.
members have got some new grandbabies that showed up this year. And somebody might get very happily surprised with a nice painting like this, wouldn't you think?
I
Just
would think so.
even if you just did a section of your house that was for them, and when they came over, suppose that you run into some mother-in-laws that, the in-laws that didn't appreciate your fine efforts at artwork, right? You can make a room in your own house for that too, right? And why not? Yes? Okay, so we're gonna come around the hand a little bit more like that now. And let's take some zinc white with that because that's a little darker than I want. Some green.
It's a fun little piece there.
You think so? Yeah, I'm very thrilled, that you like it, and I kind of like it, and so I liked it when we designed it. I thought if I can pull it off and for a YouTube show and people find it interesting to paint, I just need this lighter here. And give it a little bit of depth in the painting. All right, so we've got, now we're going to dry this and then we're going to put the oranges on, okay? But before I do that, I think I can put more yellows. So I could put some more, remember I told you I had a spot here that I needed some lighter colors, some greens, and maybe some light yellows and greens. Everything is values, yes?
Yes and yes.
I like marigold, that's a great color. That is not a great color. You get that marigold coming around and you know you've made some happy stuff. All right, so here's cadmium orange. I think this green is dry. There's some cad red. If you just drop it and lift it and don't try to mix it in, you can, even if you haven't dried it, you can get away with that. There's a real method to art or madness of where we're putting these colors.
You're still creating a harmonious painting.
Yeah, so I'm going to I need some more red up here in these trees. So I'm going to break this leaf up a little bit. I want to put some red up there and
Some of the rainbow shining through.
yeah. Because we're over the top in this one. Does that make sense? We want to go over the top as far as colors go in this. It's just fun, isn't it? Your luminous colors are gonna just make it. Here's something called Brilliant Pink from Hulb. They've got a brilliant pink color. And maybe I could use that a little bit on her shirt. Back of her hand. There you go. And here a little bit on her knee here, like that. Oh my goodness, is she not showing up or what? This is a straight line coming down like that on her shirt. And it's important that she's very white on her shirt and she's very light. You want to make sure that that's light and bright. I want this yellow to be paler than others. Then we can come back and brighten up a couple yellows. Not everywhere, but just in a few places. Now, what am I missing? Oh yeah, some oranges. And then she's got kind of some rainbow ribbons in her hair. Pink one, maybe a light blue one.
Now you're really adding life to it.
Aren't we? Make sure that this shoulder is round up here like that. And then she has some rainbow stripes on her shirt like this, on her sleeve too, like that. We'll give her a pink one, because who doesn't love pink on a shirt like that? I just say there's another little pink stripe right like that. I'm going to say there's a little bit of a shadow right there on this side of her leg. Because there you go, like that. And now we still have to add a paintbrush. And I want to make sure we have enough bright colors in the whole thing. So here's some yellow oxide. I'm just going to, a little bit of burnt sienna. Bring her hair like that. And let's see, where else are we missing? Yeah, so as I'm painting this, you guys, what I'm doing is I'm coming in here like this and defining some of the bushes. And maybe some dark blue down in here. And I'd like some lighter, kind of pale green. A little yellow oxide in it. Kind of a yellowy pale green. Doesn't show up. So let's rinse the brush. Come up with something else. Let's try some yellow oxide. That's pretty good. Maybe some, what we're missing is the contrast in this little pile of leaves, right, like in that. There you go. We missed the contrast. Now, it needs to be brighter right in here. Can you turn it up so I can see the whole painting, John? Just flip it around.
Yep.
It needs to be, needs to bring some, we need some grass coming down like this. Need a little bit brighter by her. And some tiny little dots up in here where they're smaller. Something bright green up in this rainbow. Got that little dark area. Then we've got this little light area here. That's a big, you can do a lot if you don't, if you dry in between or you barely touch it.
Advantages and disadvantages to both. If you don't dry it, you get to blend in a little color in each brush stroke.
Change the size of your brush. Don't make it all the same size. Come over here and add some bright reds. Because remember, if you really wanted a bright red, you'd have to put it over white. So we're just saying that there's some, let's just get some bright reds here. Now, how do we do with this? Okay, now we've got I've got a little bit of light color in her hair. Let's see, I think I need a little angle brush here. It's a little tiny angle brush for that. Or like a liner brush. Probably on something that's small, maybe even a brush like that, see? Or I want to do something light, get some light highlights in her hair. See, you just have to have the right size brush. All right, and the same thing here with where we want something dark is right here on her shoulder. Then I want something brighter, something really bright blue on that ribbon, and I didn't get that, so there you go, see? And we want it. All right, that's sort of cute, right? With the so now just sort of break this line up a bit, I think, of blue greens. It's all too much the same color. What could we do here? Maybe put a little ultramarine blue here. So what do you think, John? Do we have a rainbow kid?
I think you have a rainbow kid.
I know we're going to have a paintbrush coming here. And you'd need a little brush like that to
do the fine details.
indicate she's holding it. And what color paint shall we give her? Probably red, right?
I would think red.
Bright pink.
Perfect.
Hmm? And that would, don't you think that's what she'd be carrying?
Yeah, it looks like she's working on the pink part of the rainbow.
Well, gosh, I think we're pretty much there, don't you? I think we got it. It just made me smile when I saw this, and I thought, well, what could I do that would make this sort of interesting? And maybe I'll give it a few more white clouds somewhere. I think we could use that, but other than that, I think we're pretty close to home. Gonna come up here and say there's some white clouds up in here like that. And I want some white clouds under here too. Sometimes the colors have a way of disappearing on you, and you think you have it, and then you just don't. It never hurts to do that. Wow, we've got some nice
What you got is a nice scene, a nice colorful scene.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cute. Do you think it's kind of cute? I think it's kind of... Okay, just do that on her back, and you've got the nice post here, up here like that with the dark. And we've got some beautiful colors on this post, don't we? I kept saying we'd add more as we came down. But one of my favorite blues is sort of periwinkle. It's just sort of a purple blue. Definitely could be some of that periwinkle on that. There's some of that periwinkle color in here too. There's some dark purple right in here. Well, I think that's our rainbow. To me, that's...
Well, I think you've captured it, or at least the little girl has painted it.
You think do you think she's got a rainbow?
I think she's got a rainbow.
There could be, some, just a little bit more, like, for instance, Zing White could come on up here like this and just get a little looser with some stuff. I had that in the original and it's kind of pretty. There you go.
Yeah, a little more contrast.
A little more contrast. And where's that? I'm still not light enough on the top of her head. I might take the Posca pen and do it and then just do that yellow because I can't quite seem to get it light enough right up on here. I might just take the Posca pen and do that. Just shake it up and almost getting ready to sign it anyway, so.
Ooh, that means it's almost done. Hey, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so at this time. Hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to share it and tell all your friends about us so we can continue bringing you fine quality acrylic painting tutorials. Moderators, once again, thank you again for showing up and keeping everybody in line.
Where are we today anyway, John? Where are we?
Where are we? We are in Norway.
Norway, huh?
Yep.
Weren't we just in Norway?
Well, we bounced around all over Norway. We hit every single port in Norway. I don't think we missed one of them.
Some of the clouds are coming down here like that over her rainbow. All right, you guys. I think by golly, when you varnish this, right?
Yeah, when I varnish this, it's going to be something.
Yeah, when you varnish this, John, it will be pretty amazing, I think. Just need some brighter colors. I can't get enough bright colors. All right. I gotta
No,
tell you,
apparently not.
they're just, you know what I mean? When I'm looking for
Bright colors.
bright colors,
I want bright colors.
I want bright colors. Those luminous colors are just the thing. All right. Well, by golly, I think we got it, you guys.
Have you signed it yet? I don't see a signature on it.
Well, it's kind of tricky where I'm going to sign it, but maybe right here.
Maybe? There we go. It's official.
Yeah, I think it's signed, you guys. And how fun is that? I mean, really.
Go a red slash. Now we're definitely done.
Yeah, let's see what that would look like in a frame. Show everybody what that would look like in a frame.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
You know, and while you're doing that, I'll make the stem a little better on the leaf. On the leaf, I wanted a better looking stem than I had. Wanted to say that this was a stem coming down for the branch, rather. There you go. I wanted to say that was a. Sometimes you just have to. I wanted to say that was a branch coming down here for these twigs. There you go. Just maybe something like that. John's got to find the frame so I can.
I already found a frame. You're supposed to have painting.
I know, but
Find it.
I had to do. I had to fix that branch. It wasn't quite right here, you know. All right, let's see what we got here, John. With the remember, I was going to do that light color, and I just got it with a little brush here. Oh, there we go. That's it. Sorry, had to be the light on top of her head like that. All right, we got it. Here, let's see the frame.
Get rid of the red. Big thingies.
Oh, how cute is this?
So she paints. Frame it, you.
Frame what?
Nothing. I wasn't saying anything about you painting when I put a frame around it.
You said a few things, obviously. Okay, just.
Not
All
me.
right, that just is cute, isn't it?
That is cute as a button.
I'm not saying that because I painted it. I just think that's cute. It just makes me smile when I see it.
That's a happy painting.
Oh yeah, huh? Absolutely is. I think it's a very, very happy painting, and this is just. I think this just says happiness is a rainbow, right?
There it is. Well, everybody, this completes this tutorial. We will be back next week, hopefully.
We're going to do a second rainbow child. I don't know which order we're releasing them.
Well, this is supposed to be number 2, but we may make it number 1.
Because I think it needs to be. To me, it needs to be.
So this will be the first one, and then next week we'll be doing the second one.
So this little brush here, we didn't tell you what it was. This is Silver 00 Bristol-on liner, and I'll tell you what, when you're trying to do something really small like this, like that sleeve,
it's what you need.
Yeah, you can't. Posca pens are good too, but that's great fun. So again, you want to try the Holbein luminous colors for this, but have fun. And if you don't have them, paint your rainbow white first, and then do it, and see if they can't get some brighter colors, rather than try and do it over blue background like I did.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for subscribing, because I know you did.
Absolutely. And a thumbs up on your way out.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Immerse yourself in the unique features that set our online acrylic painting academy apart from the rest. We understand that every artist's journey is personal and individual, which is why we offer personal art coaching with master acrylic artist Ginger Cook. This invaluable service allows students to email photos of their artwork in progress or completed pieces, receiving constructive feedback and helpful suggestions that will elevate their skills and enhance their artistic development. Our personal art coaching, also known as PACs, goes a step further with personalized short videos known as video packs. In these custom-made video responses, Ginger addresses the specific needs of each student, providing tailored guidance on their unique artwork based on personal references and photos. Our Academy library is constantly evolving, with new releases reflecting the most up-to-date and desired painting subjects our students are eager to learn. In 2023, we've expanded our offerings to include portraits, people, and more, such as painting design instructions for our Purple members. Our diverse curriculum delves into the past with tutorials on classic art from world-renowned artists like Van Gogh and Renoir, while also embracing modern trends in decor and subject matter. Students will have the opportunity to explore various styles such as realism, impressionism, romanticism, and stylized art. Each student is made to feel special and valued through our one-on-one personal art coaching, available at red, blue, and purple membership levels. With the art coaching option starting at under $50 a month, our academy is the most unique and accessible online art school available. Embark on a transformative artistic journey with our Academy of Fine Art and Acrylic Painting, located at paintingwithginger.com, where every student is given the tools, resources, and personalized attention they need to thrive and excel. Let us help you unleash your creative potential and turn your passion into breathtaking masterpieces.